Hey everyone, in this video, I want to talk about 9 things that go into creating a successful Zazzle shop. I've been on Zazzle since 2019 and I've managed to make a little chunk of change. I'm learning every step of the way. I'm still learning and I'm still building up my shops every single day. And these are 9 things that I've learned over the last few years that I want to share with you. So the number one thing about building a shop is picking a niche and sticking to it. When I first started on Zazzle, I created one shop and I put anything and everything under the sun into that shop. All my designs went in there. I had just anything that I thought looked good, I put in that shop. I just had the one shop. And I haven't added to that shop in a couple of years now. I think I have I don't know, something like 6,000 to 8,000 products in that shop. I really put a lot of products in that shop. I've since kind of just let it go. I've created other more niche down stores that I actually put more effort and focus and intention into now. It was a really good learning experience overall, but if you can start with just a actual niche down shop, you're going to be so much better off. My second tip is to do keyword research before you start designing. So for your niche, you need to figure out which keywords and tags are going to be the most beneficial for you. And by doing that, you'll actually hopefully reach your target audience and they can find you. And that way you'll be able to actually make sales and have a successful shop. Number 3 is choosing which products you want to offer in your shop. Zazzle has something like over 1,500 products in their catalog, and they're consistently coming out with new products to design on and put in your shop as well. So it can be really tempting, just like it's tempting to design for something outside of your niche. It's also really tempting to just design on this other product that you wouldn't normally, or that doesn't really suit your niche. It actually is really important to pick which products you want to sell and stick to them. And I have a few criteria for how I like to decide which products to offer in my shop. It's pretty simple. The criteria are, number 1, I look at how much my average earnings per sale is going to be for that product. I like to have a balance of price ranges, but for the products that I really put my focus into, I want to make $2 minimum, but ideally more than $5 per sale. The second criteria is going to be what you actually like designing on. So I personally don't like designing on invitations and things like that. So I don't really offer those products in my shop. That's not my thing. And that's fine. You don't have to offer any specific product in your store on Zazzle. It doesn't matter that that's the most popular product on Zazzle. You can make good money with other products. So you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. So that's a big one, because also it's kind of like, have you ever heard that saying, what's the best exercise? It's the exercise you do. So similar thing here is, what is the best product to put in your store? Well, it's the product you actually like designing on. So it's the product that you will actually take the time to put into your store. And then the third criteria is something that you can't really do when you're first starting out. After you've had your shop for a while, it's looking back at your sales and seeing which of your products have the best conversion rate, which of your product types specifically. And once you know that, then you can kind of reassess and go through those criteria again and look at the average commission per sale and then which ones you like designing, factoring in which ones are selling the best for you. Number 4 is creating categories in your store so that customers can more easily find the things that they're looking for. So I have a video all about categories and I'll link that above here. And when creating categories, make sure for your main categories that you want to show on your homepage, on your shopfront layout, that you have cover image for those. And again, I go over that in that video about categories. The 5th thing is collection. Just like how categories are very important for your shop organization, so are collections. And collections are even more important now because Zazzle is really emphasizing them. They really want you to put the time into collections. And now you can, for specific collection types, you have the opportunity when someone clicks on a product, you can put different styles of the products in there. I'm going to have to do a whole video about this. I'm just kind of waiting for the dust to settle essentially with collections because it's so new that I don't really want to put a video out talking about it and explaining what's going on when Zazzle might still make a change in a month or so. I'm kind of just waiting for the dust to settle there, and then I'll make a video explaining collections. But just know that they are very important. So really think about, even when you're creating your products and picking your which products you want to offer in your store and all that kind of stuff, how are those products going to fit in collections together? There's a couple ways that you can organize collections on Zazzle. You can offer, let's just say you sell mouse pads. So you can have a collection of mouse pads that all have similar designs, like maybe have a photo collage or something like that. So you can have a collection that's like photo collage mouse pads. Or you could have a collection that's like office supplies and they all match. They have similar design theme together. And then you have like a mouse pad, a Bluetooth speaker, a power bank. I don't know if they still offer power banks, and like the desk mat and laptop sleeve or case or sticker or whatever. Like there's lots of different products that can go into that kind of a category. Or you can have an event themed collection and for like weddings or parties and things like that. Or there's the gift collection. So like Father's Day gifts or gifts for fathers, right? So there's lots of ideas there. And even with the new collections is once you've picked a collection type, they don't all do this at this point, but I'm wondering if Zazzle will finish rolling that out for all the different collection types. When you click on wedding, for example, it tells you which products they want you to put in that collection. So that it gives you some guidance. Number 6 is offering high quality designs. No one is going to buy a design that isn't placed properly, or I don't know, something's cut off, or the design just isn't quite right. Like really take the time to make that design the best that it can be, because that product, that design has the potential to make you sales, to make you money for your lifetime, like for as long as Zazzle is around. So you really do want to take that extra minute or two and make sure that design is just right. I know that sometimes, I know that I've done this before, is like we can get a little bit eager and we just want to get all the products up as quickly as possible. Take your time with it and put the best work out that you can possibly put out. I've been guilty of it before where I've rushed through the steps and I've forgotten to put the text template up, or enable the text template or something like that. Or maybe I missed doing the other side of the item, and it just little things, but those are the things that are going to stop someone from buying the product. So just take that extra minute to make sure your design is good, everything is placed properly, you've got your template selected. You've named your templates. If you have multiple text templates or something like that, you've named what they are so the customer knows what to write in those template slots. And then number 7, which follows number 6 so perfectly, is your metadata. So when you upload your design, after you finish the design aspect of it, you need to do the metadata, which is your title, your description, your tags, the category and recipient, and I think it's events and occasions. And now you can put your collection, you can put it right into a collection as well, but I found that to be a little glitchy, so I do it afterwards. Just making sure all that stuff is on point. And ideally you've done your keyword research ahead of time, so you pretty much know exactly what you want to put into all your metadata slots. You know what you want for the title and the description and the tags and even who it's for and what event it's for. And You've set up your categories in your shop so you can select the category, no problem. The thing with metadata and picking good keywords and things like that is you can have the best design in the whole entire world, but if you haven't got good keywords, like you haven't put any keywords in there, no one's ever going to see it. It's just going to be lost in the void that is the Zazzle marketplace. So you really do need to take that time to get that metadata in there and make sure that it's good. And again, I am guilty of this. Even just today, I have a goal right now to upload 10 mockups a day. And when I do that, I double check my metadata. I double check my title, my tags, my descriptions. I make sure that I actually put in the recipient and the event and all that stuff. And yeah, just today I was doing it, and half of the ones that I did, which is only 5, but still, like half of the ones that I did, I was like, these tags are not very good. Because I uploaded that stuff over a year ago. And so how much I've learned now, it is important to go back and reassess your tags. And that actually kind of leads me into my next point, which is analyze and refine. You need to look back at your old products, especially like if you're just starting out, a few months down the line, check over, because you'll have learned so much that you're going to look at your old products and be like, wow, those are never going to get found in the marketplace because I did not use good keywords. I did not do my title properly or whatever, because I'm still finding that when I look back at products I created a year ago or 2 years ago, I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking when I posted that. So always looking back at old products and just updating, making sure that that metadata is really good, and double checking that your design is on point as well, like everything's placed properly. This is also when you'll be looking at which of your products have converted the best, and that's when you'll be wanting to refine that decision of which products you want to offer in your shop, which are the best products for you to offer in your shop for your niche. I'd just like to take a second to invite you to subscribe to the channel. I'm coming out with new Zazzle content regularly, and I have some exciting things coming down the pipeline, so you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed for that. And then number 9 is marketing. And I've had a hard time with this one myself. I didn't take any time to market my products when I first started, and I've made sales. Like I have made consistent sales, and I make decent money with 0 marketing efforts, but realistically it's kind of tedious work and it's not really enjoyable for me. But it's not that hard to upload to Pinterest and just get some pins out. And so I've picked 2 of my stores and I'm doing regular pins consistently for those shops. It takes a while for Pinterest to show results, like 6+ months, but that's okay. I'm in it for the long game, and if you want to be successful on Zazzle, you're going to need to be in it for the long game too. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Like this is not going to happen in a matter of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It just takes time. Like the algorithm takes time. Ultimately, putting all of these things into practice together is going to set you up for the best chance of success with Zazzle. And there's just one other thing, I guess, a bonus tip for number 10. And it's probably not something you want to hear, but it's really just like patience and persistence. You learn as you go, and you can watch all the YouTube videos in the world, but ultimately it's getting the products up, doing your best with the design, the metadata, the marketing, your niche selection, your product selection, all that stuff. It's doing the best that you can, getting the product up, and then kind of just waiting to see how it does. But getting lots of products up and then waiting to see how they do. And then analyze, refine, repeat, rinse and repeat. And it gets easier. The more that you do it, the less products that you have to create, because your conversion rate gets better, because you understand what your target audience is looking for, which keywords work for your target audience. You understand how long it actually takes to get seen in the marketplace. And I feel like even just in the last year, 1 to 2 years, I've had so many kind of aha moments. I still have these moments with Zazzle. Like I am still learning, and I've been doing it for 4 years. So Zazzle is putting in a lot of work up front, and then looking back at what you've done, figuring out where you went wrong and where you went right, doing more of what you did right, fixing what you did wrong. those are my tips for having a successful shop on Zazzle. If you learned something, please give the video a like and be sure to subscribe for more Zazzle tips. Bye.